This Wednesday. It is the second day in the month of July of 2025. How are you feeling this morning? Yesterday, it was rainy mornings. Welcome to the Way Back Wednesday, when we throw you into the past, bring you into the present, and as well as examine matters that concern the present and the future. So it's more like a marriage, if you like. Well, this is the Eagles Morning Risers Breakfast Show, where we serve you wonderful segments that would hold you down from now up until the 12 o'clock hour. That's talking about 12 noon with Today in 60 Seconds. Couple of segments coming through. The news splash, of course, has already gone by, and then, of course, we are for the front page of Nigerian newspapers. After that, Sports and Eagles Wings with Vicky Vic. And at the 9 o'clock hour, we have the political discourse. 10 o'clock, of course, General Open Banter. And might I add that in sometime around 10 o'clock, 10:40 precisely, we've come to understand that there's going to be a protest out there, protest for Nigeria police, as well as a protest for Nigerians who have been seemingly hoodwinked in Ethiopia. Well, that's going to be coming up at the 10:40 hour. But then we also take it to the 11 o'clock hour, when, yes, yet another Pro Show will be coming your way, and at 12 o'clock we'll terminate with Today in 60 Seconds. Well, my name is Udwak Daniel, and I've got Cassie right here. Cassie.
All right, good morning to you, UD. Good morning, Nigerians. My name is Cassandra Yunube,
Awesome.
and as always, it's good to be here this morning. Let's do this.
Let's do this. Starting with the things that you ought to know already. Let's look. Okay, fine. The remains of prominent Nigerian businessman and philanthropist Alhaji Aminu Dantata were laid to rest in Medina, Saudi Arabia on Tuesday. Now, his funeral prayer was attended by hundreds of people who offered prayers for the repose of his soul.
May his soul rest in peace.
Amen to that.
Now, moving away from that, a former senior special assistant to President Muhammadu Buhari on media and publicity, Garba Shehu, has clarified that there had never been any plan by the former president to undermine the administration of President Bola Tinubu, especially through the removal of fuel subsidy. Shehu spoke on Tuesday in Abuja during a session with newsmen ahead of the official unveiling of his...
Everybody seems to be writing books and sharing perspectives now. I should think that Cassie would write one, and I would write mine too.
Very soon. Now, it
Very
seems
soon.
like once they leave the office, they want to
Right.
document everything. You see
Yeah.
them talking about the things that they did not say while they were there. You know, they get to talk about everything. We had the recent one where a lot of dead people were accused. Things
Right.
anyway. Let's
That's
see
right.
what we'll just wait and see what this book has got to offer. Honestly.
Okay. Well, the Senate has postponed its scheduled Northwest zonal public hearing on constitution amendments to honor the late elder statesman and renowned business mogul Alhaji Aminu Dantata, who was buried in Saudi Arabia on Tuesday. Senate President Godswill Akpabio announced this during Tuesday's plenary, explaining that the decision followed consultations with stakeholders in the Northwest region.
Now, incidents of gang violence across Nigeria between January 2020 and March 2025, with the South and Southwest regions emerging as the most affected zones. According to a report, the SBM intelligence released on Tuesday, Rivers State topped the fatality chart with 215 deaths, followed by Lagos with 197 deaths and Edo with 192 deaths.
Okay. The Nigerian economy is estimated to have grown by about 3.7% in the first half of 2025, driven by improved business conditions and increased oil production. Now, this was revealed in the Stanbic IBTC Bank Nigeria Purchasing Managers Index PMI report compiled by S&P Global and released on Tuesday. All right.
Now moving away from that one, let's talk about the fact that the Nigeria Police Force has rescued a Ghanaian national who was allegedly trafficked into the country under the pretense of processing travel documents for migration to Europe. The force public relations officer Olumuyiwa Adejobi disclosed this in a statement posted via the official X handle of the Nigeria Police Force on Tuesday. I must say, very good development, especially in preserving our bilateral relations with our I wouldn't say, we have a way of interacting with the Ghanaians. We are our those siblings who never want to see each other, but at the same time, if someone else messes with them, you definitely have the other sibling to contend with too.
Okay.
It's so good to know that our Nigerian police is active.
Give a bell to the Nigeria police now. But let's bring you back home to Anambra State, where the police command there has launched an investigation into the killing of no fewer than 13 persons, allegedly Ebonyi State indigents, by yet to be identified assailants in Oboji community, Orumba South local government area of the state. Now, it was gathered that the armed men stormed the area late on Monday in 2 sports utility vehicles and unprovokedly attacked the people who were holding their monthly general meeting unprovokedly.
Very sad, I must say.
Quite sad.
Very sad. Now, moving away from that sad story, former Osun State Governor Ralph Aregbesola has agreed to serve as the interim national secretary of the African Democratic Congress. A former Kaduna State Governor Nasiru El-Rufai Aregbesola bemoaned the current political structure in Nigeria, saying that the political landscape is plagued by parties that lack ideological depth.
I hope
very
they
rich coming from this people.
I hope they
Rich.
have. I
think
hope they have
very
ideology
rich, I must
now.
say, very rich, I must say, because we all remember what happened pre-2015, where all of these parties came together to form a national coalition to unseat the then president. So right now we have people, you know how close Ralph Aregbesola used to be with the current president, and everything, but it seems like the gaps that were there during the 2023 election build up to that moment, those gaps have not been closed. And right now it's quite surprising that a very renowned stakeholder in the APC is now going to be the national secretary of another political party, and also in tandem with those who are looking at unseating the current president, who used to be more like a very close associate. Now, for people who have been in the political scene, they will understand the relationship between Aregbesola and the current president. But like they say, there is nothing permanent in politics, not even the interest, because people would always move as regards to what serves them at a particular time. And that is why you hear people say things like even 2 minutes is very long to call in politics, but who make the political landscape, the political landscape? Who are the people that have made the political landscape what it is at the moment? Well, I don't know what.
I don't know, Cassie. I don't know. Well, anyways, the Naira on Tuesday depreciated to 1,585 Naira to $1 in the parallel markets from 1,570 Naira to $1 on Monday. But Naira appreciated to 1,527 Naira to $1 in the Nigeria Foreign Exchange Market and FAM.
All right, now moving away from that, in recognition of his efforts to strengthen the historical and cultural bonds between Africa and the highest national owner, Knight Commander of the Order of St. Lucia, or Nigeria's President Bola Tinubu, the formal investiture was performed by the Governor General House in St. Lucia.
Right. Just to also let you in on the fact that St. Lucia is a small, country right there. And in terms of GDP and the economy, they beat us far. Little wonder Mr. President has decided on there, and after that he will be going for the economic summit that will be in London, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. And that being said, Nigerians are very expectant. Could this be a calculated visit by Mr. President to St. Lucia? Is this about strengthening ties or building ties? Because we don't have pretty much ties with St. Lucia. Are there things that we must learn, we could learn, or our businesses can actually grow and be developed even in St. Lucia? All right, what partnerships are there? Just a little yet to be seen about this. But let's head on to the front page of Nigerian newspapers now and bring you up to speed with what is going on the front page of Nigerian newspapers this morning. Keep in mind that you too can join the conversation, right, in the course of the discourse, and that would be when we give you the time or the opportunity or the space to add your voice in the discourse. But just in case we're not able to hand down the numbers now, you might as well want to type these numbers in your mobile devices, save for that time. 0907 353 0044 is that number to call. The other number is 0908 766 8888. The WhatsApp portal number is 0909 705 44 Let's start off with the This Day newspaper.
All right, now looking at this day newspaper, what seems to be the biggest story: two Kanu emirs joined Tajuddin Dangote Sayu FG team in Medina to bury Aminu Dantata. Details on page 10. And on top the This Day banner, opposition coalition formally adopts ADC, unveils party interim ESCO today. Of opposition coalition formally adopts ADC, unveils party interim ESCO today. Now we have a lot of riders to that one. Mark is pro term national chair. Could that be David Mark?
Yeah.
Well, go find out. We have Aregbeshola as the secretary, Bolaji Abdullahi spokesperson, and then prominent PDP leaders urge members to join movement, say party APC have failed Nigeria, declare nation a diminished country.
Wow.
Embarrassment on world stage. A lot going on page 9 right here. Go check out This Day newspaper to find out what is happening with the recent coalition from the opposition to make sure that 2027 is viable for them.
All right, talking about that, now let's get on to the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. And only two stories make the mark on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. One on page 15 and the other on page 21. Let's start with page 15. This one says controversy trails Ondo government's planned inquest into Akeredolu's death. Right? Page 15 you'd find an Atiku, David Mark, Tambuwal, Lamido, others want PDP collapsed into coalition. Page 21 you'd find that one says party now a shadow of itself. Who are the people that made this party a shadow of itself? Some question right there. But let's move away from this very daily and get to yet another.
All right, now it seems like we are seeing a repeat of 2015 because we see those people coming together to form another political party, and right now that's the biggest story from the Guardian newspaper.
Right.
The kicker is 2027. Northern PDP leaders settle on ADC as preferred coalition platform. Page 6 has that story, and I see pictures of big wigs. I see the likes of former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, the former Senate President David Mark, and also former Governor of Kaduna State Nasiru El-Rufai. I also see the former Governor of Sokoto Aminu Tambuwal, alongside Sule Lamido as well, and a lot of other people right there. Now, so much is going on, like we said, because right now these people are looking at how they can unseat Mr. President, how possible. All right, well, let's see what this is happening on page 4 of the Guardian newspaper. And now Obi flays St. Lucia's highest honor, Knight Commander title on Tinubu. All right, Obi's criticizing that move. Go find out why. Okay, now still on page 4 of the newspaper, Rap's ticket may cost 500 million naira. Post-election litigation, 1 billion naira. And now after all of this, you expect these people to serve? Well, your guess is as good as mine. Now let's see, page 7 has got the story. Ondo government's quest to probe Akeredolu's death sparks controversy. Ondo government's quest to probe Akeredolu's death sparks controversy on page 7. Now Rivers, Lagos, worst hit as court clashes claim 1,686 lives in 5 years. That's on page 4 of the Guardian. And now moving to page 29, mockery places 3 million naira bounty on ex-users threatening Obi's wife, children. That is on page 29. I think Reno Omokri is a very funny person, I would say. He's very clever because I don't know how you try to create a problem and then pretend to solve it, because it's obviously your tweets that enable these people. We've all seen how he's been very vocal and very forward about talking about this man, very unprovoked and using very unprintable names. But right now he seems to be placing a bounty of 3 million naira on an ex-user who said that Mr. Peter Obi was going to bury his children and everything. So I do not understand, honestly. Well, Reno Omokri is just being a hypocrite, if you ask me. He's just being a hypocrite. Well, now moving to page 6 of the Guardian newspaper, Operators demand tariff increase to stave off 6 trillion naira debt. Operators demand tariff increase to stave off 6 trillion naira gas debt. How is this going to affect you and I? Go check page 6, because when I see anything on tariff increment, you know what that means.
You already know what that means, they say. Well, the Nation newspaper is blank. They don't have nothing to say. Let's get to the Punch newspaper.
The only thing on the Punch newspaper: marketers snap Dangote's price cut, retain high fuel costs. Okay, marketers snap Dangote's price costs, retain high fuel costs. All right, another story. Okay, that particular business report can be found on page 34 of the Punch newspaper. And now moving on to another page, particularly page 2, we have the Kika 2027 crossfire. APC strikes back after Mark Lamido slammed Tinubu government. Well, good to know that the former Senate President David Mark is speaking up again. Okay, all right. Serious, UD heard his voice, but right now he's speaking. Okay, now this really looks tiny, but let's see. It says opposition alliance
Gains
steam.
steam.
Okay, opposition alliance gains steam
Yes.
as Atiku coalition, ex-PDP governors, veterans join Mark bloc. Oh,
Okay, now it's a Mac block.
Okay.
Amazing stuff. Okay. They joined Mac block. Well, let's see if we added, I think we added 2 more. Yes. Let's get on with the Daily Trust newspaper now. For the Daily Trust newspaper, the big story, I had ADC's meeting today. Atiku woos PDP leaders to coalition. And we've already seen the party members from the north already endorsing ADC and saying, okay, this is the place, this is where we have to be, and all of that. Well, you'd find that story continued on pages 3 and 4 of the Daily Trust newspaper. Just above that big story, but underneath the Daily Trust newspaper banner now, how we can transform livestock sector in modern business. Minister, which of the ministers now? Find out on page 27. Okay, to page 19 now. Military kills 10 terrorists at Nigeria-Cameroon border.
Congratulations,
All right. Okay.
congratulations.
Give it to them already. Just 10 terrorists. Okay, 10 terrorists. All right, we see this other story just at the base of the Daily Trust newspaper. INEC proposes fresh guidelines for review of election results. You'll find that one on page 6. And to page 18 now, Dantata buried in Saudi Arabia. To page 34, Dambokolo is the Kika, the rise and fall of bandit warlord. Okay, the last one we'll be bringing to you on page 13 would be Lagos traditional ruler dethrones 6 chiefs for impersonating him at LP campaign. 6 chiefs impersonate one person. I don't know. How does this even sound to the ear? Well.
All right. Now looking at another publication this morning, we have the Vanguard newspaper, and on page 19 of the Vanguard, oil production, FG to withdraw license of firms with dormant oil fields. Oil production is the Kika, FG to withdraw license of firms with dormant oil fields. If you are affected, go check on page 19. Well, we have here on page 5, worsening abductions, killings, Boko Haram renewed attacks, others alarming. Sultan's JNI is speaking. The Sultan-led JNI is saying that the worsening abductions, killings, Boko Haram's renewed attacks, and others really alarming. Okay, that can be found on page 5 of the Vanguard newspaper.
Right, that would be all that we have for you on the front page. Now it's time for you to tell us your thoughts. I mean, you've heard the big stories on the front page of Nigerian newspapers. Time to get to hear your views, your thoughts. But keep in mind that as you connect with us, it should be within the ambits of civility and responsibility,
Absolutely,
please, so that we don't act and behave like the same people that we finger every day are saying that they're acting unruly, right? Let's go take you now. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, UD.
Oh, good morning to you,
This is
Abdul.
Abdul calling from Suleja.
Awesome, Abdul.
UD, I want to thank you people for giving us opportunity to talk on this beautiful radio.
Appreciate it.
UD, I want to talk to the marketers or other peoples that are responsible for this fuel high price. Dangote will reduce price, and you will not see the impact in filling stations. What is happening? And I normally say, when the price is high, everything in the market will be high.
Right.
It is the poor masses that are suffering this thing. So please, the marketers, they should join hands with Dangote Refinery to make sure that this product is available and cheap in the market. UD, I'm very happy that our gallant officers, they are doing well now.
Right.
And those ones that are lost they lost their life, the federal government should make sure that they take care of their family. Because some of them, immediately they lost their life, they don't have anything to depend on. So the federal government should make sure that any army officer, police officer, anybody that is being killed, they should make sure that they take care of the family, especially the children. Maybe they will give them scholarship so that they can continue with their education.
Right.
UD, please, I want to make a point of order.
Yes, please.
I read something in Benue State that a student burned principal's house because they paid money for NECU and the principal did not register. You see, I don't know what is happening in this country. The same Benue State that we have insecurity, and this type of thing is happening. I want the first, the security agents to investigate this matter and see if it is true, so that that principal will bring to book. They will bring him to book. How can student paid money worth of almost 15 million naira, and he didn't register the children? That is very bad. UD, thank you very much. God bless Nigeria. God bless Eagle FM. Bye.
Appreciate. Thank you, Abdul. Appreciate that one from you. Now taking this call. Hello. Good morning.
Yes, good morning, UD.
Yes. Good morning to you.
And good morning, Kathy.
Good morning.
Good morning to our highly esteemed callers and listeners. Felix from Lambata.
Awesome.
Yes. UD.
Yes, please.
Nigeria is a very funny country. Well, the ticket now sells for so high and litigation so high. You can see what business we have in Nigeria. Politics. It's all about politics. Well, we are watching. Again, I've always suggested on this platform that PDP is no party anymore. They should change that name. And I am happy that they have told my line. They call it coalition. But if you look at all the personalities in that coalition, they are all PDP members. PDP is transforming into APC. No wahala. We are watching. We are waiting. And let me also tell, in as far as I honor the business Mungu Dan Tata, who affected the lives of most people around him. But let me warn and tell our leaders that being buried next to the tomb of Muhammad, blessed be his name, or Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, will not take them to heaven. It's their good works and how much they impacted into the life of other people. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Okay, solid statement right there from Felix, all the way from Lambata. Let's go take this call here and now. Okay, hello, good morning.
Yudi.
Yes, good morning to you.
This Apostle also like from Apostle.
Awesome, Apostle. Welcome aboard. Talk to us.
Yes, my take goes like this. The coalition, it's a good thing, it's a good movement. But they have to, I'm observing that there is something in that government house, or whether Sorok or the state government house, that when somebody enter there, he will forget the need of the people. What am I trying to say is that if the rebel chambers will make it as a law that anybody that find in corruption, carrying the people's the commonwealth of Nigeria, that it will go for a capital punishment. Right. As many states in Nigeria now are having a capital punishment to those that do some those young boys that do some nasty things. So I'm seeing it because this many times, the time before Buhari entered the power, he said that the people that Jonathan are just misusing money. Before you know, when God make it for him to enter there, he's one that misusing money, borrowing and spending it in Nigeria. That same money, when his son do wedding, a gift of 500,000 worth of
full handset was given to people. That's what I'm trying to say is that I don't know whether there is a demonic in the Asorok or in the government house. That anybody enter there, they may be misusing. See our minister, when he's going, the convoy will be like even the president of Ghana. His convoy did not reach the minister of Abuja when he's going. So we have to caution this extravagant using of our money. It will go a long way. That's my take this morning. My name remains Apostle Osolai, a.k.a. Woken. God bless you.
That's
All
right. Thank you, Apostle Osolai, right there. Oh, quite a lot you've said, Apostle. Let's go take this call now. Hello.
Hello, good morning, my brother.
Good morning to you, Elder Naja.
Good morning. How my family?
Very well, thank you, Elder.
My beautiful daughter, how are you?
Very well, thank you. Good morning to you, sir. Good morning.
I bless you before. I bless
Thank
you
you.
before.
Bless you
very
too.
much.
Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Cuba in Abuja here.
Talk to us, Elder. Go ahead.
Let me give you one thing about of marketers and Dangote refinery. You do know say Dangote petrol lasts more than the other petrol. That's why if you go to MNRS, buy petrol from MNRS, you take the petrol where it takes you 2 days before. Dangote petrol will take you 5 days. I bet you go to MNRS now and buy petrol from that place. And then that's why if you go to MNRS, you see line there. See people lining up there. You know, I was passing that day, I see long line.
Yes.
In that police station, I said, what thing happened? My friend told me, say, you go and do U-turn and buy petrol from that place before you go to Kaduna. I made a repeat, but you make U-turn, go long, go and join the queue. You buy petrol from that place. You don't know, say, the petrol where we used to go to Kaduna to come back to Abuja here. You know, it's the half of what we are using to Kaduna before. Marketers, they are rejecting it because they don't want them to go up. That petrol is the original petrol. I was so surprised. Very, 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 very thick. You burn slowly in motor. Go to MNRS now, buy petrol.
Right.
And make sure you can see anybody when you listen to me.
All right, Elder.
The market in Nigeria, they are not interest of Nigeria.
Okay.
And then if you are talking about our politics in Nigeria, me, I don't have interest in politics because I'm not a politician.
Right.
One, collation or no collation. Now the same people there. Who appoint the chief justice of Nigeria? Who appoint the INEC? Who ruling the government? So only God can help us because the corrupt country ruled by corrupt men. Thank you very much. God bless Nigeria. Thank you.
Hey, appreciate Elder Naja right there. Corrupt country ruled by corrupt men. What do you expect if not anything? Okay. All right. Well, we'll just take a breather now. Go on a recess. We will be back definitely. And when we do come back, we continue taking your calls and hearing from you. Don't go away.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja. Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Imagine a city where green spaces thrive, communities connect, and innovation flourishes. Town planning shapes the future from transportation hubs to public parks. Every detail matters. Town planning creates spaces that inspire and uplift the community. Join the conversation every Thursday by 5 p.m. on Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Town planning, building cities that thrive. This is brought to you by the Nigerian Institute of Town Planners FCT chapter.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Abuja, you're in luck. It's the upgrade promo from My Abuja Home Limited. For their Broadwater estate and plots in Gwagwalada, get 250 square meter for just 700k when you make an outright payment. That's a whopping 81% discount, or go premium with 500 square meters for only 1 million naira. That's 80% of the original price of 5 million naira. With our authentic FCT land document, you have no issues at all. We have a flexible payment plan for up to 12 months for your convenience. Get your land in Broadwater Estate, Paiko, Gwagwalada now with green environment, accessible roads, power supply, guaranteed security, and lots more. Call or WhatsApp my Abuja home on 0808 883 7426 0808 883 7426 or 0808 272 3824 0808 272 3824. Hurry now, promo ends soon. These opportunities also open to military personnel. My Abuja Home Limited. Affordable. Live the life.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
For advert placement and program sponsorship on Eagles 102.3 FM, please call 080-5919-8658. That is 080-5919-8658 or 081-5791-7278. Again, 081-5791-7278.
Right, thank you for staying tuned and welcome back. Still the Eagles Morning Risers Breakfast Show, where we're looking at the page, as you like to call it, the front page review or newspaper review. And it's 34 minutes gone past hour 7. It's a way back Wednesday, and we're still taking your thoughts on the which of these headlines jumps at you, pops at you, tickles your fancy, or begs for your reaction. If it's your first time to, please do well to identify, and we will celebrate you into the family. 0907 353 0044 is the number to call. The other number is 0908 766 8888. The WhatsApp portal number is 0909 705 4450. Do well to also follow us across social media platforms right there, as we are very, very present, muscularly present on YouTube. Do well to subscribe to the YouTube channel at Eagles FM Abuja. Do the same with Facebook. The Facebook page wall would be at Eagles FM Abuja. And of course, spread the Eagles wings across every other social media platforms as you know it at Eagles FM Abuja. Okay, taking the call right here. Okay. Hello.
Barrister.
Yeah, good morning to you, Obasanjo.
More customers are coming. I'm telling you, in the country or in your studio. Why? Because a lot of them will be talking. They will say, the before you get them, before you get the people, and they will say, it's hustling very, very too well. But don't worry, Nigeria will be good, will be great.
All right, Obasanjo, where are you calling from? Where are you calling from, Obasanjo?
Yeah, I'm calling you from all the way from Amali.
Awesome. Niger State. Awesome. Talk to us, Obasanjo.
Yes, yes, sir. Barrister, how many people died in 5 years? How many people died in 5 years? Like one of our callers said, sir, a lot of issues disturbing Nigeria. Do we have a guts to vote the APC? Your credibility will judge you now. What you do to the country, what you do to your people, will make people to even say, yes, we are going back. Not the governor will come and say, we endorse Tinubu, or we endorse governor, or the local government chairman will say, we endorse. No! Let the voters endorse this. Your work should be speak. Not your money, not your position. Who are you in the position? Who votes you into the position? Do you vote yourself, or does people go out and print and print to you? Or does people go out and what? And vote for you and say, we like you? Can a minister come up on board and say, we endorse it and President Ahmed Bola Tinubu? No, it's we, the poor ones from the community, from my village or from other village will come up on board and say, we endorse it. Oh, we want to vote President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Why? Because we have seen electricity, we have seen insecurity, we have seen agriculture, we have seen a lot of things, school feeding, phones from the net phone we are being given. Nothing. So who are we going to? A lot of issues,
All right, I get that,
us in this country, right. And the coalition. I am telling you, Barrister, the coalition is going in gradually. If you come to the north, no any youth in the north will not talk about the coalition. I am telling you, and I repeat you today. That is why you see the life of former Senate President David Mark. Like my sister said, it has been a long time. The brouhaha in PDP and Labour Party is what made them to come out in mass for that coalition. Why? Because there is a bad people in the PDP, bad people which the government has been sponsored. They should cause chaos in those parties. That is why you can see the PDP today. Tomorrow they will fight. Today they will fight. We are the PDPs. But what is happening in the life of Wike when he has become a Judas into the party. The other people has become Judas in the party.
Saraki says that the PDP is still intact, that they are still together, waxing stronger, that there has been democracy based on their 100th NEC meeting. Are you aware of that?
Yes, I'm aware of it. Me, I concur with Bukola Saraki. Why? Because he's an equally gentleman in the system. If Bukola Saraki worked with the PDP and said, the way PDP is going, let me go back to what? The coalitions. Why? Because the David Mark that you see, it's well respected in the country. It's well respected in the country. David Mark will go after them one after the other, and bring them on board. Thank you.
All right, time, Obasanjo. Thank you so much for that one, Obasanjo, all the way from Amale. He says, well, you can still keep your calls coming through. Let's get to hear from you. 0907-353-0044 is the number to call. Hello.
Hello. Yeah, good morning.
Good morning to you.
How are you?
Very well, thank you. Go ahead. What's your name?
Hello?
Yes, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, this is Ibrahim Musa from the Zamfara local government of Nigeria.
All right, go ahead.
Yes, actually, the issue of coalition is just like flogging the dead horse. They did not see anybody that is good there. And Atiku is like their lawyers are blind. The executive order 6 of 2019 signed by Buhari stated that if you have completed your 8 years as president, you can never contest again. And if you have completed 8 years as vice president and you contest 2 times, you never contest again. That is, if you were governor for 8 years, you can never contest governor again. You go for president. And if you contest 2 times and you fail, you are no more going to contest again. So legally, Atiku and Obi, they are out of rest. I don't know why is our lawyers sleeping. Our lawyers are sleeping. And I will advise the North, I as a co-northerner, that they should allow Tinubu to finish his 8 years. What the North should be doing now is to look for a very, very acceptable candidate that is accepted by the entire North and the 3/4 of the South. We want good governance. Something that is missing in African democracy is welfareism. Everybody cannot be president, but everybody can eat good food, sleep in good bed, and have good jobs to do, and be humane and be lovely to fellow human beings. That is the only thing. We don't need guns to say we want to make peace and security. People are hungry. This type of thing happened in ancient Europe, which necessitated the first International Peace Convention, which took place in Glasgow, Scotland, in England in 1902. Wise men realized that there was a serious gap between the rich and the poor. And then some wise men bring how to mend that gap. And then the masses should know their level as a mass. to know what is for you and what is not for you. That is the only understanding we need.
Okay.
We don't need plenty circumlocution. In English, if you say circumlocution, even can I just give you a word that is just one adjective? And we just need welfareism. That is the nucleus of democracy.
Right.
But the imperialist nation want us to fund it by ourselves.
Okay, time won't allow us to, allow you to continue. But thank you. You've made the most points.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you. God bless you for your work. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, well, the Attorney General, what I call it now.
Well, I think that.
Sometime in 2021 that
happened.
happened.
I think what he's saying is that they cannot contest. I do not think that there is any provision. The Nigerian electoral system does not forbid these people from contesting. I think it's clear that if you serve, if you are elected, and that is why there were issues as to the eligibility of the then former president, talking about Goodluck Jonathan, to contest, because he completed his boss's tenure, who had passed at the time, and he was given. And I think he contested again, which he won. So ordinarily, it was supposed to go back to the north, right? And they were like, so right now, as it is, he is left with one term. He can contest again. But at the time, he couldn't contest because going by the federal character, ordinarily, for the sake of equity, it was supposed to go back to the north.
Right.
So that was why he didn't contest. However, when you talk about a former vice president, Atiku Abubakar, and the former governor of Anambra State, I don't think that there's any electoral provision that forbids them from contesting unless they have served the term. So if you elect Atiku now and he serves as the president, and you elect him again and he serves, if it comes to the third time, that is when there will be an issue. If you elect Obi and he serves for the first one and he comes to the second one, you elect him, and for the third time, that would be the problem. So I think let's always be very clear so that we do not misinform people out there.
Alrighty, you heard it now. Well, we can't take any call for now. Let's head out and take your messages on Facebook. Let's see what messages you've given to us right there on Facebook. And keep in mind, you can also drop or leave a comment via the YouTube channel at Eagles FM Abuja, and we will indeed see it and take that comment. Right now, let's start with this one here. It's coming from Ozo Francis Namani, watching live from Amagunze in Enugu State. Says, good morning, my people in the studio. Good morning to you, Ozo. It says, the adoption of ADC by opposition coalition is a welcome development. However, the reps should ensure that our electoral process is well reformed to enable our votes count. And it goes on to saying, the renewed attacks and killings in the country is unarguably very worrisome and nothing to write home about. Where are we going from here? Honestly, we need divine intervention at this point, he says. Okay, right. We need divine intervention. Thank you, Ozo, for that one. And we see you, Jojo Comedy Home, right? And okay, so Jojo Comedy Home is saying, good morning, UD, good morning to you. Nigeria is plagued with crops of bad leaders, and it will take time to get it right. Every leader that comes becomes worse. I am completely tired of this country, Jojo says. Jojo, don't be tired of this country just yet, because you and I, we're in this together. We'll make it work. It has to work. Okay, well, we'll start with the voice notes now. And after the voice notes, we go to your messages via the WhatsApp portal. Keep in mind, please, for the voice note, it is 1 minute, 1 minute 30 seconds, or at most 1 minute 35 seconds right there. And please always indicate your name and where you are sending a voice note from. And if you're in Abuja, let us know where in Abuja. If you're outside Abuja, okay, you can just tell us, okay, this place in Niger State or in Nasarawa and all of that. But let's go with this one. Okay, let's start with this. All right, we'll just have a fix to this. Seems like there is a bit going on here and now, right? And we will fix it in a short bit.
Peace. I greet all of you in the name of Jesus. And I pray the new day will be blessed for us all. Mr. Yudi, you see this coalition, you see PDP, whether they change the name, whether coalition is failing. The problem is that we still have the same people rotating around, dealing with us. Until we have a system in place that whenever they come to office, this is what the system required of them. If not, change the name of the party, change the name of coalition, form a coalition, it is going to be the same people. And that is why I keep on saying it. Nigeria will get it right. It is not the politician that will get it right for us. Until we, the masses, really know what we want. And I believe we are already on the process. So Nigeria will get it right. God bless Eagles FM. Salasi, I've not heard your voice. I greet you all. Good morning.
All right, Triple D right there giving us his thoughts in this regard. But let's see how we can take some other, voice notes this morning. I see you, Usman. Okay. Apologies, please. I think we missed this. Or is that what we just took now? No. Yeah, yes. All right, so we go to this one, Usman.
Good morning, Mr. Odo. Usman, the rest of my name, calling from Garki, Abuja, Nigeria. Let me comment on the coalition coming together. Looking at the caliber of people they have in office, like Arabishola as interim secretary, David Mark as the chairman, interim chairman, Bolaji Abdullahi, Tambo, and the rest of them. Look at this antecedent. First and foremost, Mr. Odwak. David Mark was the Senate president for how many years? Go to Minister and ask them, what has he done as the Senate president? Secondly, Tambo was the wonderful governor of Sokoto State. Bolaji Abdullahi was the Minister of Sports from Kwara State. What was his antecedent? What has he done? What has he performed? And go to Arabishola, when he was the Minister of Interior. So look, this time around, we're not going to vote just people like the old party because we want to oust APC. No, we are going to vote competence. And also we're going to consider your aunties when you were there before. Not just coming together because you want to APC, bring any kind of people to come and lead us. No. Remember, they've not once said, fund is not for the poor man. And this same person you want to lead the coalition, who has no masses at heart. No. We can't take it. We are going to vote based on their performance. We're going to vote credibility, capacity, competency, honesty, and trust. We can't just vote any person anyhow. No way.
Okay. We can't just vote anybody anyhow, he says. Right? Capacity, trust, all of these has to be taken into consideration if we must indeed go out there and table our votes, he says. Well, I should take this one now. Okay. Well, I'm just trying to work this out to see how it works, so that it doesn't work? Oh, okay. Well, we'll fix that. We'll fix that in due time. Let's get back with this right now.
Hello, studio, good morning. This is Anthony Witness speaking from Suleja. UD and Co, good morning. A quick one. I heard that David Mark and Co has reappeared on the political platform in this coalition process of PDP. Former governors of PDP and the rest of them.
What's going on?
PDP and the rest of them. And I don't know whether to accept that as a good news. A situation whereby in a country you begin to consider a lesser effort is not a good news for me. Because these people were in government in the platform of PDP and they didn't do anything tangible. Former governors, you have to check their states and find out what they were able to achieve during the period they were in power. Somebody like David Mark, the Senate president for a long time. I cannot be specific now, but I know he stayed over 4 venues. We need to find out the constituency is representing what he was able to achieve during the period in question. But the little I've heard from his people, there was nothing to show for his leadership during the period in question. Nothing to show. So maybe you will give us a report here what he has been able to achieve as number 3 man in the country for over four sessions. So I don't know whether it's a thing of joy. So we are just considering that anything will be better than APC. Probably PDP will be better than APC, but it's not.
All right, you overshot your time, Anthony Witness, but thank you. Let's go to Honorable Edwards now.
Good morning, Cassandra, Mr. Odua.
Good morning.
My name is Honorable Edwards from Napo.
Yeah.
I want to appreciate the security, Inspector General of Police, the Commissioner of Police of my state, and other security officers, because when we alerted them the day before yesterday, honestly speaking, security will heavily deploy to my own state constituency. They deserve kudos. They deserve to ring them a bell heavily to abate that particular attack. That attack would have been the worst in the history of Nigeria.
Right.
But thank God for that deployment. Talking about coalition, let me tell you something. Coalition, what type of coalition is that? I can see everybody there. I can see all of them, they want to contest. So that coalition will not go anywhere. It's just PDP rezoning. And if I may ask this question, why is it that some people want to be president of this country by all means, even when they are rejected by Nigerians? We're looking for candidates who can help us from this situation, not people who only want to be president. We are not owing anybody anything like presidency. That coalition, to me, is dead at arrival. I can see everybody that wants to contest. Some people have the vice president go to their state. Well, can you see any impact when they were vice president? Not talk of becoming the president of this country. Thank you. God bless you.
All right. Is dead on arrival, he says. Well. Let's go to this one here, right here and right now. Okay. Messages is where we are at. So we're done with the voice calls. Let's see how. Okay. So let's start with this one here, and this beginning with Samuel, all the way from Kuje.
All right, this one says, good morning to you, my brother.
Good morning to you.
Edward Daniel
Yes.
and Cassandra. Good morning. Happy survival and
Happy
congratulations.
survival.
Welcome to another new day.
Right.
Whoever knows Reno Mockery should tell him that he should stop chasing after shadows and go for what will help him. I have not seen or heard of Mockery suggesting ways to tackle insecurity, hardships, or all kinds of evil vices in the country. Instead, he's always talking with the two sides of his mouth by attacking Obi from right, left, and center. He should go and look for something that will help his life. Have a great and safe day, UD and Cassie.
I think you're trying to tell Reno, go get a life. What you're doing, there's
Very
no life.
decent way of saying it.
Saying it decent way. Oh, Lord.
All right, now it seems like it's also on Reno. Now this one says Reno Mockery is a big hypocrite. He accepted the job, a very dangerous job, to criticize Peter Obi. There is no name he has not called Peter Obi just to please his master and collect his pay. He will create a problem and then come out to place a bounty on an ex-user that he created himself. He uses every means available on social media and on podcast to please the people bankrolling him, but Peter Obi has ignored him all this while. Good morning, Chinonso from Suleja.
Right, we know Mockery might just be giving Nigeria's attention or putting Obi in the spotlight and saying, okay, what is this thing? Why is it Obi being attacked like this? Maybe we should look. Nobody's really looking at that part, or he's not even looking at that part. But let's go see this one here, and it's coming from Tekenbi Hundu, all the way from Nasarawa State. Oh, good morning, Daniel and my beautiful sister Cassandra.
Good morning.
All right, good morning. It says he's in Nasarawa State, and he said, I want to align with Sule Lamido, one politician who never decamped to another party like other politicians do. Wike, who is now a member of APC and working for Tinubu, who is now a member of APC, okay, re-election, has done so much damage to the PDP. We can eat ahead of next general election. I'm sure the PDP founding fathers continue to sit and watch PDP may not present a presidential candidate in 2027. Wike has made sure Tinubu as a short Tinubu, he won't have any candidate to challenge him come 2027 thanks to the new coalition. It will be a shame to allow Tinubu return freely to Aso Villa after putting Nigerians in worst hunger during civil war. I want to during civil war. Okay, I want to encourage Atiku to stay out of the contest, but support a southern candidate on insecurity and begging our security agents to copy their colleagues in Mali who are taking the fight to terrorists and criminals, not giving them breathing space, following the criminals bumper to bumper. Turkenby, it's all right. It's all right.
All right. This one says, good morning, Edward Daniel.
Good morning
and
to you.
Cassandra. Good morning. I hear APC mocking PDP and PDP mocking APC. Who are APC and who are PDP? Even this coalition is being formed by this same APC and PDP, so they are all the same and have nothing to offer Nigerians. Lion Boy from FGE Lokuguma. First time texting. Good to see you, Lion Boy. We see you.
Lion Boy, we see you.
appreciate
First time
you.
texting? Okay. I don't know. But you want a bell? Okay, we'll give you the bell, Lion Boy. Right. Okay, we see this one.
Okay, it says, were those traditional rulers in Lagos removed by the Oba for impersonation or simply because they attended the Labour Party meeting? I want to know. From the report this morning, it's like there are two sides to the story.
That's right.
Violence everywhere. Students burned down the residential house of their principal in Benue for refusing to register them for NECO exams after paying for the exam. These students get liver, no be small. Now, wow, Nigeria. From Ogene Manu, Austin, Angwa, Adamu, Nasarawa State.
Yeah. Well, we'll see this one here. Let's take it very quickly. It's coming from who now? Abaz reporting from Duse. Good morning, CUD. Good morning to you on Martin Field price instability. With a new board of the NNPCL, one would have expected things would be done differently this time, but still the same old song, nothing's changed. NNPCL and the marketers still hell-bent to keep shortchanging Nigeria through fuel prices. I hope very soon Dangote will build his own filling stations across Nigeria so that Nigerians can buy fuel at a cheaper rate of maybe 300 naira or 450 naira to a liter. Presumably this NNPCL and her marketers are not ready to bring down prices. They just lying to Nigerians using international crisis or war to increase price when it has little or no base effect on pricing. While we are waiting to see the impact of the new NNPCL leadership appointed by President Tinubu. All right, thanks, he says. Thank you too. Oh, too many messages coming through now. Let's see. I don't know. Okay. All right. Let's go this one here and take it as quickly as we can.
All right, it says, good morning, UD and Media Chikasi. Thank you.
Good morning to
this
you.
is James from Suleja.
Right, James.
It's a good thing that a coalition is finally taking shape despite all attempts to scuttle and destabilize the vibrant opposition parties behind the shadows. Let's see how it goes on the long run. The truth is, the only way to wrestle power from this current consortium ruling the nation is through some of the same bigwigs who brought them in. Except there are electoral reforms to correct the many gray areas these people use to manipulate elections. It's looking it's going to be more of the same. Are you aware the chairman House Committee on INEC was a DGO campaign in 2023? As for Reno and his fellow government fanboys, he's a mockery who distorts facts as part of his job description. He attacks Obi for working on that Abacha, but he didn't mention Atiku Bagudu, rather, a current minister on that table who helped Abacha launder money.
Okay. Facts and figures now. Dates, precision. Well, this is the much we will take now. But what is a big thank you to you for being a part of the discourse this morning. I mean, time is overspent. But 9 o'clock, we will have a discourse already. You best want to keep your ears as well as your sights glued on this very platform. My name is Udwak Daniel.
My name is Cassandra. Good morning and thank you for listening.